She's stuck inside my mental. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy, I tell everyone that's my baby. She's pretty like a 4K sunset. Blue-eyed baby from the Midwest. Body so bad when she undressed. If I was your ex, I'd be upset. Little did he know I was up next. Big brown boy with the big flex. I know that you know I'm the one. She's stuck inside my mental. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy, I tell everyone that's my baby. Lately gotta keep my memories on a leash. I know they tend to get a little bit away from me. I keep that photo in my wallet from 2018. I keep your body on my brain almost permanently. She said, can you take me to the moon? I got a reservation down for two. Nobody does it better. I don't think I'll ever find somebody better than you. She's stuck inside my mental. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy, I tell everyone that's my baby. So let's try to keep this tempo. We got love on every level. Even though I drive you crazy, I'm so glad that you're my baby. She's stuck inside my mental. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy, I tell everyone that's my baby. She's pretty like a 4K sunset. Blue-eyed baby from the Midwest. Body so bad when she undressed. If I was your ex, I'd be upset. Little did he know I was up next. Big brown boy with the big flex. I know that you know I'm the one. She's stuck inside my mental. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy, I tell everyone that's my baby. Lately gotta keep my memories on a leash. I know they tend to get a little bit away from me. I keep that photo in my wallet from 2018. I keep your body on my brain almost permanently. She said, can you take me to the moon? I got a reservation down for two. Nobody does it better. I don't think I'll ever find somebody better than you. She's stuck inside my mental.
I promise we don't live, well, we used to live in something called the hood, but not too bad anymore. What's up, y'all?
Hey, y'all. What's up? I am Beautiful.
And I'm Ace.
And we are
Together real bad. Real bad. Okay. Anyway, hi. How are you?
I'm sleepy as shit.
Y'all, I had to drag her out of bed for this podcast tonight at 9:30. Drag her out of bed.
It was not at 9:30.
Whatever. Well, I drug you out of bed at 8 o'clock.
I'm so tired.
Well, partying all day will do that to you. What? She must still be not on this side of sober.
No, I'm not. I want to go to sleep.
You work hard, you got to play hard, okay? I don't, come on now.
What?
Or if you play hard, you got to work hard. I'm sorry. That's what I meant.
What?
Oh, God, help me. It's not gonna be one of those kind of podcast days, please. Stay with it. Just come on, get with it. Let's get it.
I'm just, you asked me how I was.
Okay.
I was being honest and stating how I am.
Okay.
In this moment, I am sleepy. I am.
What can I do to get you unsleepy? Oh, as you sitting here taking the biggest yawn ever.
No, I'm okay. Let's go.
We're going. We in it.
We are.
Yeah, we're live. We're recording. You should have been revved up.
And no.
You're not gonna bother me today. You're not.
Not bother you.
You're not gonna bother me today.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Come on, girl. Social media.
Okay, here we go. If you like what you hear and you want to follow us on other platforms, we have a Discord, which we will be launching on July 7th. We're going to put out some information. We're going to do like a compatibility reading with Lovely the Aquarius, who's on TikTok. It's going to be a group thing effort. Should be fun. Yes. But our TikTok is together.real.badpod. Same thing on our Instagram. If you want to check out our website, it's togetherrealbad.com. Mm-hmm. And if you want to email us anything at all, except male genitalia pics.
Okay, that's good. I was like, where's she going with this? But no, that's great.
Except male genitalia pics. You can email us at the number togetherrealbad@gmail.com. Also, we I guess launched some clothing, if you want to call it that.
Sure.
I don't know if you want to call it clothing brand.
No, I wouldn't say clothing brand.
But
I don't know.
Some t-shirts. We launched some t-shirts and a hat. You can have a clothing brand in conjunction with a podcast.
I didn't say you couldn't.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay. Anyway, if you want to support the pod, head over to the website, togetherrealbad.com. Click to it's called the
In Love We
Trust store.
What's wrong? You talking about me, y'all? Y'all see this?
It's called the In Love We Trust store. And we together collaboratively design a couple t-shirts and a hat, which we think are cool, which we'll have on for Pride Southside here in Chicago, which is actually July 6th. We're excited. It's going to be we're going to launch the Discord July 7th, but we're going to really try and talk it up on July 6th so we can get some buzz, get some community going, all the things. So that's social media. That's that. It's going to be a rough one, y'all, tonight. So just
but we're going to
hang in there with us.
Yeah, we mentioned in the previous podcast that we were going to try to make sure that we're a little bit more organized in the layout of the show and try to be consistent with that. We're working. So far we're going in.
Okay. Next on the list.
Updates. We kind of touched a little bit on it for Pride Southside, but so we went on live earlier today while we were at Pride Fest. Yes. We were kind of mentioning how we got kicked off TikTok for the first time. I
didn't realize TikTok was so finicky about what you do on. I mean, I know they have to be finicky about what you do on lives, but we were talking about Monopoly Go, and I showed Monopoly Go. And as soon as I showed it, they cut us off. So I did research, and apparently you have to say that you're going to be advertising or doing promotion of a certain brand, which I have no clue, but okay.
Well, and we weren't even advertising it. We were actually on our way to one of my friends' birthday girls' night, game night type of thing. Yes. And so we were showing the game that we were bringing in, which we were super excited about because it's actually kind of a dope form version of Monopoly game. Probably one of my favorites.
I'm scared to say it right now. They might kick us off YouTube.
But so we got kicked off, but we were sitting there
Yeah, and for a whole day we couldn't go live. So if anybody was watching, apologies for that because we couldn't come back on and let you know what happened. I guess we could have did a post, but
yeah, and they wouldn't let us come on for how many hours?
It was just 24 hours.
24 hours?
Yeah, it was 24 hours. I even appealed and they were like, yeah, no. Sat down.
It was so weird. It's a weird feeling. Damn. We didn't even, when it happened, we were like, what?
Yeah, I had no clue what happened. I'm like, why did we get kicked off? What did we say?
No, we didn't even know that we got kicked off at first. We were like,
it cut off.
We got disconnected.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, we really did get disconnected.
Yes.
They didn't like us.
Literally.
But we talked a little bit about Pride Southside. and what we're doing on July 6th.
6th, yep.
But right now, if you are in Chicago, we are having our Pride this week and next week. A few different events.
Yeah.
So Saturday and today, Sunday, there was the Pride Fest,
which was cool.
Yeah.
I think I went once with our neighbor, but it was like kind of rainy. So this time was pretty cool. We bought a few things, did a caricature.
Oh yeah, that was actually really cool. Should we show them on YouTube?
On YouTube?
Or no?
I don't even know where it is.
It's on top of the mantle.
No, it's not. Oh, it is on top of the mantle. You put it up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to grab it or no?
No, I would like to try this new feature. Oh, I don't even know if it's new. And actually, I don't even know if it's going to work. Let me see.
Why are we doing this right now?
It's not.
Okay.
Oh,
it did.
No, that's the wrong one. It didn't work. It didn't work. Let me grab it. Okay. Typically, it works. I don't know what it is.
Headphones. Don't walk away.
Yeah.
But it was actually a really, really good experience getting a character drawn of us together.
Yeah, it's dope, right? It's cute.
Which one is me? Can you tell which one is me? Oh, just joking. Of course you can tell which one is me.
The shorter one.
I'm surprised he got the 2 nose rings on one side. I didn't know if you saw that or not.
Oh, well, he was big. I mean, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Actually, I have 3 nose rings, but...
You do. Working on a 4th, possibly.
You want me to get my septum done so bad.
I think it would look nice. I don't know. What do you want from me?
You want me to look gayer. That's what it is. I don't look queer enough for you.
Of course you do.
I know you. I know I do.
Come on now.
I'm joking.
Okay. Date night diaries.
No, it's not. It's couples therapy.
Oh God. Okay. Couples therapy.
Hey.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Couples therapy. Okay, so we've talked about this before. We got back into it. It actually took us longer than it needed to get through this season. That's because we always put it on when we were going to sleep, so we had to rewatch the next time.
Every single day.
It on every night.
Mm.
But it was actually really good. This past season, it had a poly throuple on there.
They did. That was good.
It was dope to watch their dynamic and how they grew.
Yeah.
It had a queer couple on there, male queer couple.
Yeah.
Casimir and Alexis.
Yeah.
And so it was really cute and nice to see them grow.
Yes. And I actually think you finished it and I fell asleep on it. So.
Really?
Yes. When you asked me if I was asleep, I was dead asleep. Yes.
They had a super Christian couple on there. And I believe they were Asian American.
Oh,
possibly.
Yes. Oh, I feel like only really the woman was.
I mean, he was Christian too. She was super Christian, super conservative, and he was a little bit less.
Well, was he something else, or he said he considered himself an atheist until
he got with her.
Yeah.
So he's still growing in his faith, but it was. I think they were probably my favorite couple to watch.
Really?
I mean, who else would it have been?
The throuple.
Nah, I don't know. There was something about their relationship that
Oh.
I don't know. And then one girl had a lisp, so every time I was watching, I
didn't even
the lisp.
realize that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like the throuple, and it was good. It was good, and we sometimes ask each other the same questions and see what the answers would be. So, besides this being our therapy, that's kind of like our therapy in a way too.
Yeah. I actually suggested it for my sister to watch. Kelly.
Really? Oh, yeah, that's right. Did she watch it?
I don't think she's watched it yet, but I told her how much we love it, and even though we aren't going through the same things that a lot of those couples are going through on the show, it still helps us in ways that we should navigate certain arguments or disagreements and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true. It is really good, and I feel like that really the psychologist that's on there too is really good.
Orna.
Orna, is that her name?
Yeah,
okay, she's super attentive. She is staring through people's souls when they talk.
And really making them explain what they feel.
Yes.
And you hear that in therapy sessions, when people play around with it and they be like, and how do you feel about that?
Yeah.
But
no,
that
she's
shit
serious.
is real.
Yeah.
That's a real question. So how do you feel?
Yeah. Because I think people skirt their feelings. They just want to vent and spew BS.
Yeah.
And then they don't talk about how they really feel and why they really feel like that. And if they could pinpoint that, I feel like she's basically saying, you can help solve your issue if you can pinpoint.
Like one girl, I can't think of her name right now, but she was with the black guy, the Puerto Rican girl with the black guy.
Okay.
And when she would say something, and you can visibly see and hear that she's getting upset in how she talks.
Yeah.
Because of some of the vocabulary that she was using.
Yes.
And Orna pointed that out right away. She's like, okay, so like when you get upset, you don't fully express how you feel because you use curse words
all
instead.
Drop
and
F-bombs.
I'm okay with you cursing.
Yeah.
But let's try to find other words to describe what you're feeling instead of using curse words.
Right.
And the girl sat back like,
right, like, dang, how did she know that? Which would probably help their relationship, because if you cursed at me, like when we were arguing, I would completely shut down.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I've got nothing else to say. Yeah. Completely.
I don't even know what that would look like. Like, if I was sitting up here cursing at you, like, how would that? I just don't see ever.
It would probably like flash back to my last relationship and not be happy at all.
Would you disassociate?
What do you mean when you say that? Like, am I gonna get another personality involved?
No, but like, will you leave your body? And like go somewhere else?
No, I just would. I wouldn't go anyplace else. I would just probably sit there and listen to you, and have zero response or reaction. So
that's scary. I don't ever want to be in that place.
No, I mean, you have complete control over that. So if you do, it's kind of your fault.
Okay. I guess so. Next thing that we're going to talk about is our date night diaries. So date night diaries is where it's a segment where we talk about the latest date that we've been on, or a previous date that we want to highlight for the episode. And actually we have a couple different
we was doing some things.
In the past week and a half. We have a couple different date night activities that we did. One of them, we went to Italy in Chicago. It's like an Italian restaurant / grocery store / gelato shop. Like, they have literally everything in there, and it's so authentic and very fresh and good.
Yeah, we it was like a impromptu date kind of.
Well,
thing.
Actually, no. The reason why we went there is because we were waiting for the car from the tour.
Oh,
so
yes.
Actually, we should be talking about.
We should be talking about the tour too. Oh my God! Well, hey, that means we do too much.
We never do too much. Okay, never do too much, and we'll talk about that later. Never stop dating.
Yeah.
But we went on the Chicago architectural tour.
We did, which was
wow,
amazing.
And I don't even like. Well, I never thought that I would like arts like that. And so I used to work at the London House downtown. And, we would get foreigners coming in and asking us, like, what things to do in the city. And I've heard people say, oh, the architectural tour is really good. So I started, promoting the architectural tour and say, oh, yeah, I heard it's really nice. Get a beautiful view of the city, yada, yada, yada.
But did you really
I've
believe
never
that?
been. I believe it because Chicago is beautiful.
Yes.
So to go on a tour through the river and downtown, I thought that obviously it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
So I'm not lying. I just haven't seen it. So we finally went, and it was amazing. I would say the best time to go was around 7.
Well, in the summertime. Well,
in the summertime, but time slot wise, like around 7.
Right before sunset.
Right before sunset, or even after sunset. So 7 or the session next, because you do get to see the sunset and how it falls on the beautiful skyline of Chicago.
Yeah.
The different buildings and their history was actually really, really cool.
Really cool. Like, there's a building there that is basically a map of the river.
It's a map of West Loop, is
West
what
Loop.
she said.
Oh, she said West Loop. So it's like on the side of the building in stone. I don't know how they like washed it out or like etched it out, or because it's a flat surface, but it's like the stone is like a light brown, but then the West Loop is like a grayish or a white or something. It's super cool. And then
they had a you are here.
Oh, yep. Like little, like a red dot or whatever. And then the other thing was, like, there's some building that has, because of the Chicago fire, created so many issues and so much anxiety. There's a building that has 4 like water tower holders.
Yeah, where they heat up water or keep it warm or something like that.
I think they just keep it in there in case there are if another fire breaks out. Like, because remember she said that they built that in because they were really worried about it. And when the Chicago fire happened, I think it burned for like 2 days because they couldn't get enough water or something. I don't know. It was something that was super, I was like, oh, okay, this is next level kind of history stuff. So I enjoyed it.
I think that one of my favorite facts that I learned on the tour would probably be the bridge houses and how each of them are very different.
Oh yeah, they did talk about that.
And each bridge that you went past, you could see like the difference in them. Like there were different colors, different structures. It was actually different sizes. Like it was really, really cool to see. But yeah, so now I can actually recommend this tour and have, my own experience that I could talk about. So
yeah. So it's good that we went.
Oh yeah.
Dee said my favorite is the building the woman designed with the missing floor.
I wonder which one you went. So now there's multiple tours.
Oh yeah, there are multiple tours.
So I'm sure they have different talking points on each.
Right.
But I didn't hear that one. I would love to hear more about that story and that building.
Absolutely.
So you're gonna have to share that with us, Dee.
For sure. Now we may move on to
Italy. Yes.
All right. We went to Italy. It was an impromptu trip, but it was like it was the best trip ever because, as I think I've told people, like I was pre-diabetic, but then went back and I was like, 0.1 down, which is no longer pre-diabetic, but I'm still trying to like just eat healthy or whatever. So
yeah.
I say that because they had like noodles that I could eat that were like based off of wheat flour or buckwheat or drum salmonella wheat or something like that. And I'm like, I can eat this. And I looked it up and it was like, oh yeah, diabetics can eat this because of like da-da-da-da. Oh, I'm in heaven. Yeah. We bought like 3 packs of noodles of pasta.
Yeah. Pasta's her favorite food, guys.
Oh my God, y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't even know. We have like a cabinet full of nothing but pasta.
Yeah.
But there's I could eat the ink the squid ink one
and cuddle ink.
And cuddle ink, and then there's like some bow tie pasta. And so when we got that and made dinner, which was okay because we just slapped it together. But it
wasn't just slapped together. We had to make some crab legs.
Yes, but
we did just put it together, so it wasn't anything special about that. Right. The most tedious part was having to crack the crab legs.
But when we actually followed a recipe, oh my God.
Yeah. Actually, no. Good. We went back to Italy because
I wanted more noodles.
Right.
The
same
so
that's how you looked up a recipe.
Yeah.
Ended up getting all the ingredients for that at that moment. The white wine. Did
I mention it was fire?
Yeah. Okay. It was very, very good. It was very good. I was actually impressed with myself.
Oh, you cut me out? I didn't hope.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But I'm talking about the sauce that I really like. That was my favorite part of the dish. So that's what I'm referring to.
Y'all see me trying to cut me out of. We made it together. Okay.
We did make it together, but I made the sauce. Right?
All right. Yep, you got it.
Did I not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got it.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Did we or I show the shrimp?
No, you did.
I'm just asking. I'm trying to gauge where we at now.
Yes. I'm talking about the actual sauce, like with the wine and the lemon and the butter.
We was just supposed to say we made it. We weren't supposed to tell who made what.
Okay. I'm sorry I revealed that.
I'm really just joking. You did make the sauce and it was delicious.
God. What did I do?
You didn't do anything at all. I'm just giving you a hard time. What else?
Legos.
Yes. So we have been talking for a long time.
Yes.
About purchasing Legos to put together, which I thought was a good idea. Something different. Yeah. And so we went when I got back to town on Tuesday. Right. Like I took the train from the airport to Water Tower. Mm-hmm. And they have the Lego store there. Came upstairs and man, like, okay, let's see what we're going to get. So we ended up getting the Polaroid camera, which was really fun to put together.
It was.
So, and we completed it in 3 days, probably an hour and a half a day. Mm-hmm. So we're looking at 4.5 hours, maybe 5, and it was about 540 some odd pieces.
Yeah,
came out really cool, and it's actually a kind of functional. Mm-hmm. Like they give you the pictures to put in there already, but if you press a button, it spits it out. So it's kind of cool. So I think that's a really good
team activity
because
like in-house date night.
Because sometimes we've learned to work together a lot better, but we still kind of butt heads on occasion. So
and we did working on the Polaroid, but it was my fault. It was my fault. And y'all know how us women, when we go through when we're about to start our cycles and you become irritable, and in the moment sometimes you don't you just start being mean or rude or something for no reason, and then you find out later it's because you're about to bleed your life away in a matter of 24 hours, which is what happened. So I mean, we had a little tiff there, but I apologized.
She did. And I just was like, yes, I kind of figured that's what it was.
Like I said, I didn't know at the time. I'm just like, let's go. I'm ready to just keep going. And I think my issue was you were just moving too slow for me.
Because I wanted to make sure that we didn't make any errors. Because if we did, then we have to go back.
Yes, I understand that.
It was giving me anxiety. If we make an error, how are we going to ever find, how are we ever going to find where the error is? That's what I kept thinking that.
And if we were to be doing this right now, I would be fine. But I think in that moment, I was ready to keep going. I knew that I was doing it, the correct way, and you just kept wanting to double check shit, and I wasn't feeling it at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
you got some grace. Yeah, it's fine.
That's a really good exercise though, to figure out how to work better with your partner. Is doing activities like that.
Yes, I agree, because you have to. I mean, 2 minds are always better than one, mm-hmm. and so they give you instructions. Obviously, we use their phone, and we're putting together a piece or finding pieces and then putting it up to the phone to make sure, okay, yeah, that looks good, or no, it doesn't look good. So it is really good. Yeah, for kids too, obviously, but I'm a big kid over here anyway, so mm-hmm. it's right up my alley.
Yes, and we're going to go back to get the radio.
The radio, which is,
Yeah, I'm excited about that one. It's cute too.
We might order it, but we're going to get it either way because, yes, ma'am, mm-hmm. It's cute. And it's functional. You can put your phone in it.
Yeah, and it actually plays.
Yeah. Smoke sessions.
Oh, okay. So, smoke sessions. I found out about smoke sessions after going to this restaurant called Frontier and enjoying the food and all that kind of stuff. And one day, you know how the feds do, they be listening. And so I saw a few ads about, Frontier and how to follow them on Instagram. So I eventually followed them, and mm-hmm. then just exploring their page, I saw that they have these events called smoke sessions where Chef Jupe, who's a head chef at Frontier and actually the owner mm-hmm. of Frontier, Ina May Tavern, and one other restaurant here in Chicago, and he collaborates with another chef with 4 different dishes, and
4 different drinks,
3 or 4 cocktails. Yep. For the evening, all for a flat price.
Yeah.
And every time I would go and look to see what they were having or whatever, I would notice that this event was sold out. So I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure I'm on it when the next time they post one. So here we are months later, I'm remembering that, Chef Jupe is gonna have another smoke session. So I see the ad for it, and I literally kind of bought tickets right away.
Yeah. Otherwise, we weren't going.
Mm-hmm. We weren't going to be able to go. So we did get in. I will post a video to our YouTube on our experience. But overall, it was 9.5 out of 10 for me. The food was great. The ambiance was great. Everything was just really good, except for I had the 0.5 is for a few different things, and they're minor, I guess, in the whole grand scheme of things. Mm-hmm. But the non-alcoholic cocktails was bullshit. They just put some shit together just to call it a non-alcoholic cocktail, and that kind of pissed me off. On top of the fact that they didn't explain the drinks or let us know what was in the drinks the same way that they laid out the food menu. And I thought that would have been important because the first dish that was accompanied with the drink, I feel like had something to do with each other because it had carrot. It was like a carrot ginger something.
Yeah.
And then the drink that we had was also carrot.
Yes.
In that.
You're right.
So I would have loved to know what was in the drink and how they, paired it with the food and all that kind of stuff.
You can always write a corporate letter.
I'm not writing a corporate letter, but that would be nice to have. Just like some people come there for the 4 cocktails to see what that is going to be about. So people come there for the food to see what that's going to be about. And I was
jump in his inbox and let him know.
I wanted to know both.
Jump in his inbox and let him know.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, because then they can, they can change it or modify what they're doing and make it a better experience. It was a good experience. My complaint was, yes, exactly. I could not sit in those chairs.
It was a high top table.
It was a high top table with stools with no cushion. And I'm just like, gee, I cannot sit here. There was a couple other people that was getting up too. And then there were people that were like, oh, I'm fine. You?
Yeah.
I'm like, how are you fine? This is not comfortable. And I was hot, sweating my ass off.
It was pretty hot outside.
It was
very, on the patio.
And there was no breeze. Like there was no, well, we didn't have a fan. There were fans like behind us at tables, but there was no air circulating. So those are my complaints, I guess, for the 0.5. But the food was really, really good.
Things really that I never even thought that I would eat. Like it was like.
Like what?
Half the stuff I didn't even know what it was.
Yeah.
And if I don't know what it is, I don't really want to eat it.
It was good.
So
that's all you need to know.
To see it written down, I was just like, Like one dish, it said something about okra, and I love me some okra, so that drew me to that dish. So I'm expecting to have, a plate full of okra and something. Nah. And actually, the okra was more of almost like a garnish.
Yeah, it was. But it was good, though. I had a little piece.
I'm just saying it's amazing how, the main thing that I wanted was a very minor part of the dish. And I ended up liking the entire dish as a whole. So
yeah, it was a really good collaborative effort. And they said before we would be full. We were kind of full.
Yeah.
We could have went to Cabo.
Cabo.
We definitely could have went to
Love
Cabo.
Cabo.
It's so good. That's a totally different tangent of a story. But yeah, those are the dates that we've had in the past 2 weeks. I think.
Past 2 weeks for sure.
So yeah, date night diaries. Keep dating.
Yes, keep dating. All right, next agenda is our
main topic. Yeah.
Heavy
pour. So I just, topics just literally sometimes when I'm asleep, they come to me and I wake up and write them down. This was kind of like one of those, or something like inspiration from, I don't know, our relationship. But when we talk about heavy pour, we're just saying how do you pour into your mate? What do you do to keep your mate going and to keep your relationship going? So for me, I think pouring into you is obviously spending quality time, which is a love language of mine too. Outside of the love languages, and touch too. Is it touch? Okay. A quality time and touch. So outside of those, there are so many different things that you can do to pour into your partner. So I know one thing that I always try to do is ask you how your day was. It's something that's really simple, but it gets a conversation started, right? It lets you know I give a damn about how your day was. Is there something that I should know about that pissed you off that you might need to vent about? Is there something that happened that you were, super happy about, and I need to be hey, that's dope, congratulations. It's just a check-in, right? And so I feel like that's the biggest way that it's one of the biggest ways that we kind of pour into each other, because you do the same thing essentially about my day, and just are genuinely interested in what's going on. Right?
I know one of the ways that I intentionally try to pour into you is by supporting you. I know that you've lacked that in your past relationships heavily, and I never want you to feel that way again. So I'm always trying to make sure that in some way I'm I'm supporting you and letting you know that I'm there. So like when I do ask you like updates on like business or your meetings and stuff like that, it's because I genuinely want to know.
Yeah.
And so I do that on purpose.
I'm glad you do. Because what if, heaven forbid, something happens and you're just going to be out here, you're not going to know what's going on.
Right.
No, I really appreciate that because I haven't had that in any of my other relationships. It was just like they didn't even know the name of my website or the name of my business, and I had a really hard time with that. Like, how do you not know that? How did you not know that? I mean, it seems you would think that that they would know, but if they don't care, then no, I guess they wouldn't know. So yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate how you do that. I think some of the other things that we kind of purposefully do to pour into each other is like we tell each other that we're proud of each other.
Yeah.
Like I think people think that is reserved for kids, like an interaction between adult and child. But what if you just told your mate, "Oh man, I'm proud of you," when they did something that they either overcame or some sort of accomplishment, and it doesn't even have to be like a huge thing, but like, hey, like with me with the networking events, like, hey, you went in there and you like sat down, and even though you scared to death to network, you did it. Like, I'm proud of you. You overcame that fear. Like, that's big to have your partner say that to you.
I literally, when I be telling you I'm proud of you, I almost have a tear in my eye. I'm not joking.
Why?
I don't know. It's like
thank you.
I'm not a very emotional person.
Yeah.
But I am sensitive to certain things. And when I see people in my life that I'm very close to succeeding at something, or like you said, overcoming something, it makes me so happy, like inside, like, oh, you did it. And it's because I've seen those days where like you had to wake up early for a meeting, or had to get some stuff in by a deadline, and like the stress you were in, because it was like earning a master's degree within a couple months.
That Goldman Sachs program.
Yeah, it's how you explained it. And I know what it's like to earn a master's degree, and okay. So I was just proud that you did it, and I hated that I wasn't there with you in person. So I was trying to let you know how I wanted to make you feel that I was there, like with my words. So I was like making sure that you heard me when I said that. Yeah,
and I appreciate that. I like it. It's weird because it's kind of like almost embarrassing, like like when you say like, but like it's appreciated, and even like. So what she's talking about is the Goldman Sachs program that I graduated from. It's called Goldman Sachs 1 Million Black Women. Where they make a pledge to help 1 million Black women who own small businesses. Okay. And so she couldn't come, but my best friend Laren came, which, man, that's my dog. She was like, no, you're not going to be there by yourself. I'll be there. Don't worry about it. And she was there. And she ironed my clothes. And she was like, come on, Ramsey, you got to go. Don't forget to do this. Don't forget to do that. Like, that's my reminder. Like, when I'm with her, like, I don't have to think about doing anything, because honestly, God, like, she remembers everything. And I appreciate that break. And so, she was there. But you couldn't be there. But I sent you the link, and you watched the whole thing. Like, that's a heavy pour. Like, yeah, while you was like that's a heavy pour. Like, literally, like, you took time, grabbed the link, registered, because you had to register, right? And like made a point to remember to watch. And I don't know if anybody else in the past would have done that. And that's super sad to say. I just don't think they would have cared enough. So yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What are you thanking me for?
Being you.
Oh gosh. Okay. So I think we've kind of talked about this, but this is pouring into each other and into our relationship, is having like traditions, something to look forward to on holidays, something to like get together. And so I don't know what we're going to start doing for Christmas, or you want to do for Christmas, because you're a Grinch.
Now wait.
Oh, yes.
I'm better.
Oh, okay. I hope so. I hope so.
I'm better. Like, I enjoy Christmas. I'm starting to enjoy it more.
Okay.
Now that I have put a positive spin on Christmas for me over the past couple years, so it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not the Grinch anymore. Okay. I'm the Grinch at the end of the movie.
With the big smile.
When he got reformed.
Oh, okay.
When he got reformed. But yeah, I mean, you know, I think mentioning having traditions with your partner as a form of pouring into one another is significant, because you know that, like, I haven't had great Christmas experience like coming up, and I've always wanted to feel like a family again and having something to look forward to for the holidays. And ever since my grandfather passed away, we hadn't had that. So that's the reason why my Christmas spirit has gone down. But you trying to have these things like, hey, like, let's maybe go somewhere every Christmas, or let's get matching PJs and decorate the tree together this year.
Yes, because she left me out in the cold last year, y'all.
I did not want anything to do with that tree.
And she didn't help, and that was fine, because she said she wasn't. That's only fair.
That was your project.
But I was a little disappointed. I'm not going to lie.
She got over it. That's all I got to say.
See how she do me, y'all.
But, I mean, I'll get there. I'll get back there eventually. But the main thing is that you're trying to help me overcome those, I guess, I don't even want to call it past trauma or like PTSD of the holiday. What?
It's just like you just have a like a bad taste in your mouth, I guess, so to speak, because of previous incidents that happened. And so it's kind of like almost celebrating. It's almost like when somebody passes and then their birthday comes along, you're like, oh man. Or when their death date comes along, I think it's kind of akin to that you kind of feel maybe a little bit low that day, or you feel some kind of way about that because that's a season that wasn't the greatest for you. So you have some negative thoughts about it. So yeah, I definitely I love Christmas. It's my favorite holiday. It's also my mom's favorite holiday. Just throw that out there. But like, we had a tree every year.
My mom, we had trees every year too. And I say trees with an S because, yes, plural. We had like four trees in the house. Yeah. 2 real and 2 fake. And I
had 4?
4 trees. That's why I'm like, bruh, no, I don't want to decorate another tree.
So you have negative thoughts about tree decorating because of that too?
I never even really helped my mom. I think it was just the annoyance of the fact that, like, why do we need 4?
Okay, I mean,
you're not gonna put presents under all of them. So what's the point? I was told I got my Christmas gifts on my birthday.
Oh dang! Because your birthday was in
November, a whole month before, and my Christmas presents were jumbled up with.
Yeah, and she's salty about that too.
I am.
Which, yes, so I always have to make sure to. You are over it. I always have to make sure to get a birthday present and a Christmas present, which I would do anyway, regardless. I feel like the only way you really get gypped is if your birthday falls on Christmas,
and that sucks. But it was damn near the same thing.
Yeah, when
I was growing up, because I wasn't alone either. I have a twin sister, so that's even more money. Like, you got to get double the gifts.
Ain't nobody tell your mom to have twins?
She didn't know she was having twins. She thought they were joking.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, she thought they were joking.
She thought the doctor was joking.
That there was 2 of us. So, yeah.
Ain't nobody tell her to have twins. I think one thing that we do very well with each other, when it comes to pouring into each other, is like just our like romance time or our quality time, which we both need, because I noticed like when you were, and this is gonna go back to this, and it's just anyway, I'll just enjoy the time that we have right now. When you were working from noon to 9 and we could not go out anywhere, we couldn't do anything, and I was irritated. I was like, this, and I like, not irritated like I'm mad at you, but I'm just like irritated at the situation. Like, we haven't had a chance to go anywhere. Like, what the hell? And so I see that, like, I need that. Like I need to be like with you, around you. I need to go out with you. Like I need to, like, I guess commune with you, if you will.
Yeah. Yes, you do, because you get a little attitude when we don't spend time together.
I do, as I should.
As you should. I'm just saying, y'all should see it. It's almost like you could tell, like, oh, you miss me. Cause she be acting different.
I don't be acting different. I just be acting like I want to hang out with you and that I miss you. Come on now. No, I don't. That's not. I mean, it's the different. Okay, wait. Different how? Different how?
Because let me say. And like it's like ultra clingy and like hanging on me. And
yes, and you probably will like be like, "Would you get that off of me?"
I never say it, but
you feel like that.
Sometimes I'll be like, "Can I please go pee?"
And this is the one that is ultra clingy over here, or proclaims to be. But I got you beat. Thanks.
Yes, you do have me beat, but I don't mind it. Glad you know. But it's the same way as like how I am if I need some.
Yes, that's true.
So
that's true. I mean, hey, I'm not mad at either situation at all. I'm not. I think for me, gratitude too is big for me, as you know. And I don't know if you thanking me is pouring into me, but I don't know. I feel like when I thank you, it's like you're pouring into me. Does that make sense? Like you're like, no. Okay. Let me.
When you thank me, it's pouring into you?
Because I'm thanking you for pouring into me. Because if you're doing something that requires me to say thank you, like you're doing something that's making me feel like, okay, she just poured into me.
Because I know you like it when I say thank you to you.
Yes.
For things that you do.
Yeah.
And I obviously don't say thank you because you need to hear it.
Right.
I mean, it's genuinely how I feel. But I think that's interesting that poured into you. Like,
well, yeah, because it's like, damn, I had the want or the will to say thank you. So you did something that like made me feel good or something that I really appreciated. Mm-hmm. And those are things that like, you know, they matter and they count. So yeah, definitely anything that you do that I can show gratitude towards or appreciation is a heavy pour. You over here looking like you are fading.
I am so tired.
Fading. Okay. We're almost done. So you probably not even gonna be sleepy.
I better be. I'm gonna make myself sleepy. As we mentioned earlier in the episode, continue to date. That is another way you could pour into each other.
Yes, that's big.
Yeah, and as you know, some of the talking points in our other dates that we highlighted today is like make them intentional, like you know, the Legos working together, you know, but it also helps for it to slow things down and, you know, create room for conversation to ask those questions like, how was your day? Like, how was that meeting that you had earlier?
Yeah, that's true. It definitely makes you slow down, and it gets you out of your phone. Even though we were using the phone, it does get you out of your phone, because I don't think for any of that time, maybe once or twice I picked up my phone, maybe.
Yeah.
And that's once or twice in an hour and a half seems like a lot, but it's not, because I'm sure I could pick up my phone like, I don't know, 20 times in the matter of an hour and a half. So definitely things that make you sit down and concentrate. And for both of us, like Legos was a heavy pour into our relationship, I think.
Yeah.
Because you learn that you can be irritable.
Yeah. And I already knew that about myself, but I caught it.
Okay.
I caught it.
You didn't catch it last time, huh? Just treat me like
I caught it later. I caught it later, but you know, I'm getting better and better every time.
No, yeah, for sure. This is what's the saying? This is a something, not a sprint.
A marathon.
A marathon. Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Absolutely, because we're both going to continue to change and require different things.
Yeah. But those are the moments where you get to learn more and more about your partner, and that's also fulfilling and can be seen as a heavy pour.
Yeah. Continue to learn about your partner for sure. I still feel like I didn't know your mom. I don't know if that's learning about you, but I didn't know your mom had 4 Christmas trees. Now it kind of makes sense, besides the passing of your grandfather, why you don't like doing Christmas trees, because you had to deal with 4 of them in your house.
Bruh. And 2 of them real. Do you know that them trees would dry out and would stick the shit out of you?
That's another, okay.
Hate it.
We have had this discussion about pine needles, and now I see why.
I don't want to touch the tree. Like, no. And get in your socks and stick you on your toes. Bruh. Like, that is, no. And that's why I was like, let's just get a fake tree that we don't have to go out and bring in.
We're having a real
like,
tree
when it's time to take it out, it's fucking tree, pine needles all across the floor. And they take years to pick up. It's like glitter.
So
it's like nature's glitter.
So we're having a tree again this year.
A fake one. I'm gonna get a nice. No. But why? Why can't we compromise on that? It's a tree. No. I'm gonna help with it.
Where's the compromise? If I want real and you want fake,
the compromise is that it's a tree. It could be a lampshade
with the leg on it attached. No. Okay, look. We're not having a fake tree. Okay. This is the compromise. No fake trees. Real tree only. But they smell so good, and it's like a tradition going out to like pick it out, and then they cut it from the bottom.
For you? I've never gone to the
I'm saying it can be between the 2 of us. It can be like a tradition. We were just talking about traditions,
Yeah.
Like going to pick it out. We could put it up on like the day after.
If we go out of town for Christmas every year,
I'll ask David to water it.
We don't have to have a tree.
I'll ask David to. No, yes, we do have to have a tree every year. No exceptions. Sorry. That's the compromise.
What's the compromise? You missed that. What was the compromise?
The compromise is that we have to have a tree every year, no exceptions.
That's not a compromise at all.
Sure it is.
No, a compromise would be the fact that we're gonna have a tree because you want a tree, okay? But since we have to have a tree, it should be fake because I don't want a tree at all because I don't like real trees.
Are you gonna start taking out the trash?
All right, guys. So that was today's episode.
Are you gonna start taking out the trash?
No.
Then we can't get a real tree. Then we can't get a fake tree.
You knew that before we got into this relationship.
But you knew that I liked real. You knew that I liked real trees too, though.
Did I?
Yes, I told you because you was like, "Oh, you're gonna be by yourself on that one." Yes.
That don't even sound like anything that I would say.
That you're gonna be by yourself on that one.
That's not.
This is blatant bold-faced lying online on air. Come on now. Come on now. You said it.
Baby, please.
You said it. Just lie. Okay, well, we're going to come back to this. But the compromise is having a tree every year.
We're going to have a tree. I'm just messing with her. We're going to have a tree.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like that's going to be an IOU at some point. A compromise that might have to go more in your direction than mine. Possibly.
You know what? And you know what?
Uh-oh.
You know what? You might be right. I think what I want my compromise to be with that is if you get your tree and it's real, the tree has to be a themed tree.
Like what?
Like
all wait a minute.
All white lights, and then we have to get Christmas paper, wrapping paper to match it. My auntie and cousins used to do that every year. Like they had a themed tree and it was so beautiful. Like I was always like, oh my gosh. Like I always admired like my auntie and how she was really good at designing things and putting things together.
Can we do an Incredibles tree?
No. I'm thinking not that. An Incredibles, you just talking shit.
No, that would be dope as hell to have an Incredibles tree. Yeah.
You know what? It's still June. We don't even need to be talking about Christmas. We got months to argue about that.
It'll be here before you know it.
My birthday is first, so I'd like to get through that.
Okay. Because she's so sleepy, y'all.
Wait, no. Okay, we have one more thing.
What is it?
What are you taking away and what you leaving?
Oh. Okay. What I am taking away from this discussion about heavy pour, right? That it's cliche, but it's I think it's so important to us that we just continue to date. Like no matter what, no excuses. If we like obviously we have more money in the summer than we do in the winter because we're both busier and we pick up extra like jobs or whatever you want to call it. Even if it's in the winter and we don't have as much money as we would like to, like for our dating, to do something indoors.
Yeah.
I'm taking that and I'm leaving the fact that you don't want a real Christmas tree.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna have to agree with you on the continued dating. I think what I like most about it is the courtship. I like the attention. I like the fact that, you know, you want to be out in, you know, the world with me and show our love.
I'm just trying to show you off. That's all.
Okay. But like,
no, it's more than that. I'm joking.
It even makes me feel good. Like when people see us out and they see us happy and they see that, you know, it's very energy. Genuine, good energy between us. That makes me feel good, and it makes me want to keep doing those things with you. So, the courtship, the attention, the dates. So I'm taking that.
Okay, and you're leaving.
And I'm leaving.
I just want to say while you're thinking about your leaving that we had 2 people say something to us today about our relationship and just random. The one guy that was serving at the bar.
Oh yeah, he called us over from the other side of the street.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, what did he do?
I thought we knew him or something.
I thought you knew him. I was like, oh, she must know him. She must, because why is he calling us over? And he was just like, I just want to tell you guys are just both so beautiful. And I was like, oh, well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And then the other person, you heard them or saw them when they did like the heart thing.
Oh yeah, we were waiting for our Uber and they were walking past and the girl kept kind of like staring at us or whatever. And I'm paying attention to our surroundings, so I'm looking at her, making sure ain't no problem or nothing.
You was gonna go at it?
No, of course not. But I'm just, you know, making sure, you know, I'm paying attention to our surroundings. And as they passed us, she turned around, like she kept talking and she turned around and said something, and it wasn't in English, but she's made the heart hands towards us.
Okay.
Like you guys are so beautiful together, and it was very cute. So
I love being in a boys' town. Wish we could live up there. But what are you leaving so we can end? And you can go to bed.
What I am leaving. Oh, the fact that I have to be at work at 7:30.
Oh, period.
That just upset me. Okay, what I am leaving. I am leaving PMS.
Oh, praise the Lord.
PMS symptoms.
Yes.
And
you rebuke them.
I rebuke them.
I rebuke them too, because they bother me sometimes as well, and I be having a short fuse.
Yeah. And I'm leaving that behind and making sure that I am aware that, hey, my cycle's about to start. Maybe
be a little bit more patient.
Yeah, differently. So that is what I'm leaving.
All right. To the 3 people watching on YouTube, we appreciate y'all for watching the entire time.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
That's dope.
That is dope. To everybody else, that's all I got.
Yeah. Talk to y'all later.
Until next time. Peace.
She's stuck inside my mental. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy, I tell everyone that's my baby. She's pretty like a 4K sunset. Blue-eyed baby from the Midwest. Body so bad when she undressed. If I was your ex, I'd be upset. Little did he know I was up next.